being linked to a sex trafficking investigation.
He got some shots of a few people coming out of the home. Those people have been detained. Now we're trying to still connect the dots. We do have some sources on scene here that we're getting this information from. We were actually the first ones here with about 30 different law enforcement vehicles at least. There are 3 Bearcats on scene here. This just all unfolded, Sandra, I would say, less than 10 minutes ago. We got here even before the crime scene tape came up. So we're just down the hill. If you look up this street where Tony is right now to the right, you'll see one of those Bearcats and law enforcement. And on the other side of those bushes, basically, is that home that is registered to Bad Boy Films.
It seems like Diddy might be headed to jail after a police raid on his house led to the arrest of his sons Justin and Christian Combs. However, before the police could arrest Diddy himself, he reportedly fled to a third world country, similar to what Russell Simmons did. According to flight data, his private jet took off from the US to a secret island just minutes after the police raid. Adding to the drama, Candace Owens weighed in on the situation and revealed some shocking information about the real reason behind the police raid on Diddy's home. Her revelation caused a frenzy on the internet, as Candace is known for her truthfulness and for providing evidence to support her claims.
By a former partner, that lawsuit was then settled very quickly, but in December, he faced allegations in a complaint filed in the Southern District of New York. The suit was brought by a woman.
Breaking news, the Department of Homeland Security has just confirmed to CNN that federal law enforcement agents have raided properties owned by musician and producer Sean Diddy Combs.
It seems that the allegations and lawsuits against Diddy over the past few months are escalating, potentially leading to his arrest. Reports suggest that he's now involved in a high-profile RICO investigation, specifically for his alleged involvement in sex trafficking and the mistreatment of young girls. If you've been active on social media lately, chances are you've caught wind of the ongoing saga surrounding Diddy. Allegations and lawsuits have been flooding in against him, shedding light on the situation. However, the extent of the issue truly came to light when law enforcement raided his Miami residence and apprehended his 2 sons, Justin and King. Photos leaked from the raid added fuel to the fire. Reports indicate that Justin and King were seen in handcuffs being escorted by police, which is certainly a shocking sight. The raid, reportedly conducted in connection with federal sex investigations, was led by Homeland Security. Law enforcement officers were seen leaving Diddy's residence with boxes and bags containing potential evidence, including electronics. Authorities have stated that this is just the beginning, as they plan to conduct additional raids on all of Diddy's properties, including those in New York and Chicago, to thoroughly search for any potential evidence. The situation takes a dramatic turn as shortly after news broke of the raid on Diddy's home, he reportedly boarded his private jet and fled to the Caribbean islands. This surprising development was reported by TMZ, who revealed that Diddy's well-known private jet, the Black Gulfstream 5, operated by Jet Love Air LLC, was spotted in Antigua, located in the Caribbean. According to reports, Diddy's private jet is currently grounded in Antigua, although the flight data has not yet officially registered him as having landed. Despite this, there is no doubt that it is Diddy's jet. What adds to the suspicion is that within the 24 hours leading up to the raid, his jet was allegedly traveling between LA and Palm Springs. This has led people to speculate that he may have received prior information about the raid from his contacts. It appears that Diddy's jet's activity has raised suspicions of potential evidence tampering. According to TMZ, the jet was observed flying across California between Sunday and Monday, with a series of takeoffs and landings. The jet departed from Sacramento Executive Airport on Sunday evening around 5:30 p.m., landing in Palm Springs International Airport about an hour later. Subsequently, at around 7:30 p.m., the jet took off from Palm Springs and landed at Van Nuys Airport, located in the LA area around 30 minutes later. On Monday, around 9 a.m., the jet departed from Van Nuys Airport and landed at an undisclosed time in Antigua. Additionally, TMZ leaked a video showing Diddy appearing restless and pacing around at Miami Airport just before boarding his jet to the Caribbean islands. These details have sparked speculation that Diddy may have been attempting to dispose of or conceal evidence related to the ongoing investigations. Diddy appeared disheveled and agitated, indicating his eagerness to leave the country. His absence from home during the raid suggests he may have prioritized his own escape over being present for his sons. This decision has led to criticism, with one person questioning if he truly left the U.S. on a private jet, abandoning his children. In a further twist, Cassie's lawyers have announced their willingness to testify and provide any necessary information to aid in Diddy's prosecution. This development adds to the complexity and severity of the situation surrounding Diddy. The statement from Cassie's lawyers expressed their unwavering support for law enforcement in prosecuting those who have broken the law. They hope that this marks the start of a process that will hold Mr. Combs accountable for his actions. Just when it seemed the situation couldn't get any messier, Candace Owens added fuel to the fire by suggesting that Diddy was being used as a scapegoat to protect others in the industry who were also involved in illicit activities. This revelation further intensified the scandal surrounding Diddy. According to Candance Owens, the raid on Diddy's house was a tactic to gather evidence that could implicate others involved in his activities. She suggests that the authorities were already aware of his actions, but are using him as a scapegoat to shield higher-ranking individuals in the alleged ring. Owens claims that the raid is not about discovering evidence, but about concealing it. It's worth noting that while Owens' claims may seem far-fetched, there could be some truth to them, given the complexity of such investigations and the tactics sometimes employed in legal proceedings. There were previous reports hinting that individuals in the industry would be exposed, with Jay-Z being a prime suspect due to his close ties with Diddy. Jay-Z's past has been under scrutiny in recent months, with revelations slowly emerging. Interestingly, popular psychic YouTuber Sloan Bella hinted at this development weeks ago, suggesting that Jay-Z would be the next to be exposed after Diddy. While some may be skeptical of psychic predictions, Sloan Bella's accuracy in predicting Diddy's legal troubles, including the Cassie lawsuit, is noteworthy. Sloan Bella's predictions regarding Diddy's current situation have been remarkably accurate. She foresaw Diddy's involvement in serious trouble leading to jail time, specifying that it would occur at the end of March and sometime in April. She also predicted that Diddy would be unable to defend himself and would be used as a scapegoat by higher-ups. These predictions align closely with the events unfolding, with Diddy's legal troubles escalating in the final week of March as Easter approaches.
Down of P. Diddy and his 3 right-hand men, okay? 3. So there's going to be a takedown that comes in with that, and he's going to try to step away. They're not done. And here's another thing I'm being shown. His mouth is being sewn up. So when I see his face, the image I get is the mouth is being sewn up. So he is going to be unable to speak for some reason. I can't talk. I cannot speak for myself anymore. This to me sounds like a losing of faculties, a losing of thought, a losing of thinking. I cannot speak, but it's sewed up around his mouth. That's actually how I'm seeing it. They're going to stitch his mouth shut. When I ask her why his mouth is being sewn up, it's because of his mentors, and they don't want it coming out over here, even though some of them are outing themselves. These are old guys connected to old-time, old-style Motown, and she's showing me that he's being shut up from outing them or from speaking about them for some reason. So there's a hierarchy going on here, and there's a total takedown of him. He is being sacrificed. So he may think he gets away with stuff. He may think it's cool he does what he does, but now he's the sacrificial lamb. And I do mean that. There's something that comes up with him in March, speaking of the lamb, during the Easter time frame, March, April, right in that time frame. That's why I said lamb. There's something else that's going to come up with him. We are not done. Whoever they don't want around anymore for whatever the reason, okay, it's like they just don't want them because they're going to turn them in. It's a never-ending game. It must have gone on through centuries. But whatever it is that they don't want to have happen, they get rid of the person from March of 2024, March, April, Easter time frame, Easter, lamb, Easter. Watch for that. I don't know what that means. I don't know what's happening there, but it might be nothing, but that's what I just heard. So I'm going to put it out.
Returning to the topic of Jay-Z's potential involvement in Diddy's alleged illicit activities, Sloan Bella also suggested in a video a few weeks ago that Jay-Z would face repercussions in the coming months. She hinted that this could occur around November. Additionally, she implied that Beyoncé might not be as innocent as she is perceived to be. These claims, if proven true, could have significant implications for both Jay-Z and Beyoncé's reputations.
Legal troubles for Jay-Z that come up in November, and they come attached to another person. And I'm kind of swinging around to Justin Bieber. Like, I'm looking at the people up there, and I'm kind of torn between Chris Brown and Justin Bieber. But I'm going the Justin Bieber way here because Bieber is involved in this sideways. Now, this connects him to R. Kelly. High level pimping and pandering for the music industry through the trafficking of human beings, okay? So I'm going to put that out there in that fashion. You, me, them, we're going to start seeing through the veil when it comes to Jay-Z, and within 3 years, public favor is removed. Now, he's not the first one to go down behind P. Diddy, but he's a close second. Russell Simmons pops up in the conversation, okay, in the conversation. So I have not heard head nor tail of Russell Simmons. He pops right in right now for months. I mean, he went off somewhere and who the hell knows where he went. Those words, that hiding will come to play in the future months. We're going to see conversation from Russell Simmons. It's either behind the scenes, it's something that is going to bring about a change in how the public looks at Jay-Z. I get Jay-Z connected to Clive Davis, connected to P. Diddy, and so there's a succession of things happening. Clive is old right now, so he's probably next in line, but I'm kind of shooting off with Chris Brown, and then I'm shooting off with Justin Bieber, and then I'm kind of going to MC Hammer. Like, it's happening. These people are being used on different levels to take other people's money, clean it, move things all about the country under the guise of their creative talents. So it's a combination that's coming after him. And when they take him down, they're going to take Beyonce down behind him. And it's going to start crumbling. He has a target directed at him because people want...
It does seem like the end of an era for Diddy, as even his vast empire may not be enough to shield him from the repercussions of these allegations. The raid on all 3 of his houses by Homeland Security has shocked many, prompting discussions about who could be next in line for scrutiny. Some believe Jay-Z could be implicated next, although others argue that the public's fixation on his wife Beyoncé might distract from this possibility. It's clear that Diddy's reputation has taken a significant hit, with Cassie's actions potentially opening the floodgates for further revelations. Karma appears to be catching up with Diddy, regardless of his financial standing. Candace Owens' suggestion that he's being used as a scapegoat to protect higher-ups in the industry has sparked debate. It's an intriguing theory that adds another layer to an already complex situation. What are your thoughts on Diddy's house being raided by the feds? Do you agree with Candace's perspective? Feel free to share your opinions in the comment section below. And don't forget to check out the linked video for more insight into this messy situation.